Hey, what's up, guys? KTO here, and today, I'm gonna be ranking the QBs from last season. Um, if they're in bad or poop from a butt, they're probably not gonna be starting next year. And then, so let me explain the tiers, I guess. So we got poop from a butt, pretty self-explanatory. Bad is self-explanatory. Potential man is like I'll just put somebody in potential man. Where's potential man? There he is. Bryce Young is potential man. He's been in this league for like I think he's gonna be on his third season next year. Yeah, he's potential man. But like an example of I don't know, like somebody that's a game manager or solid starter is like Geno Smith. Like you can give Geno Smith the ball and he won't completely troll you. Like he's not the best QB in the league, but give him some weapons. Put a good defense in Seattle. He'll be great for you. And then of course borderline elite is like they're not quite Lamar Jackson, but maybe they're like Matthew Stafford. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Matthew Stafford, borderline elite. And another great example. Actually, I'm gonna save him for last. He's gonna be the last person I rank, or one of the last people I rank. I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes next. I still think he is the top dog at the QB position. And I guess you could say like, oh, what about that Super Bowl performance? Yeah, it was the Super Bowl. He's facing the best pass defense in the league. He just faced a better team. He just faced a better team than the Chiefs. And yes, his performance was not very good. I talked about that. It felt uncharacteristic. But I don't know. I still think he's better than Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Next, we got. Let's do Jordan Love. He's terrible. No, I think Jordan Love is overrated, but people that think he's here are very silly. He's not potential, man. He's not bad, but I would say he's a game manager. I don't think he's as bad as he's as good as Packers fans and some people think he is, but I don't think he's as bad as like fellow Bears fans. Uh, he like isn't really like he has a great coach and a great offensive coordinator in Green Bay and a very great running back, a great O line, great receivers. If you put him on like the Panthers or like the Saints, he'd probably be here. But for now, all right, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a game manager. He's a solid starter. I'll give him that. Brock Purdy is bad. Brock Purdy needs to have the most elite offense in the NFL to be good. And he needs them all to be clicking. Like, watch Deebo Samuel when he leaves the 49ers just instantly have much better success as his receiver. Because, and like one of the best coaches in the league in Shanahan. Like, like he's bad. He's not poop from a butt, but he's bad, okay? Poop from a butt means like not a starter. Future backup. That's what poop from a butt is. Next we got Murray. I'm out on Kyler Murray. Like he's better than Brock Purdy, but I think he's terrible. I think the Cardinals need to move on from him, and he's probably gonna move around on a few teams like the Browns and shit, and then he's gonna be out of the fucking league or a career backup very soon. He fucking sucks. Too short to fucking see Marvin Harrison when he's on my fantasy football team. Uh, just doesn't manage the game very well. Apparently, they like had to put in his contract that he had to watch fucking film. Like, spends too much time playing fucking Call of Duty to be good at the sport. I'd have Bryce Young over him. Potential man is like not okay. Another thing I want to explain about the potential man tier. Bryce Young is not actually no. I'd say he's better than both of these guys right now. But like potential man, bad means like we've seen enough. We've seen enough. Potential man like means that they can still be something. You know what I mean? Hurts. Oh wait, no, he's the guy I'm gonna bring up last. Bo Nix is potential man still. I don't think we've seen enough of Bo Nix. We kind of need to see him in the second season. He started off slow, but he's still potential man. he's still potential, man. You know what I mean? Like, he still is just a guy that just has a bunch of potential. Tua Tagovailoa is, hold on. Hold on. This dude doesn't play because he's injured and he should probably retire. This guy's brain is soup at this point. I don't think Tua should play football anymore. I think he needs to retire. I don't feel like actually rating him. Sorry. um, let's go Justin Herbert next. I do think he's elite still. He had a big poopy fucking playoffs, and he keeps having big poopy playoffs. But yeah, I think he's still really good though. Another QB I want to put in borderline elite. The thing is I kind of don't want to put him in borderline elite. I think he's I think we're going to see a fall off next season actually. He's a game manager though and a solid starter. I'd put him above Geno and stuff, but it's just like I actually don't I know he was an MVP candidate, but it's like a good situation MVP candidate. It's like when fucking what was his name? Geno or whatever, Gano, the fucking 40-year-old Raiders player that became the MVP the year that the Raiders faced the Tampa in the Super Bowl. Yeah, he's like that, I guess. He needs a washed Jerry Rice to carry him. I think next, I don't know. Dak is bad. Dak sucks. Like I'm expecting to see Jordan Smith, Jordan, to be there too, but Jordan Love to be there too, but Dak is bad. I think he's better than Kyler, but Dak needs like elite wide receivers and a great running game and a great O-line, and even then he's still not that good. His like decision making is so bad. I actually think he's worse than Kyler. He's not poop from a butt though. He's not poop from a butt. You know what? Just to add someone to that tier, where is he? I guess he's right. I guess he's right there. Oh, is that Minshew? Is that Gardner Minshew? I think that's Gardner Minshew. No, that's Gardner Minshew. There we go. That's poop from a butt. Gardner Minshew is a terrible QB. He should not be starting in the NFL. Josh Allen is elite. I think he's the third best QB in the league. If this was the season before last season, I know he won MVP. Lamar Jackson would be below him, but these guys are like kind of 2A and 2B, I guess. They're kind of the same tier. Joe Burrow is the last QB in elite. I might. The thing is like the lack of playoff success and just not being as good as these four. I kind of want to put him in borderline. Like I think Herbert's good. It's just I don't know. We'll see how the rest of this list goes. Drake May might be a little bit fucking overrated. But he's potential man. I'm gonna say potential man. He I don't know. I thought he was really good, but when people put him over Caleb Williams, I'm like I don't know, man. Next I'm going to do CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is very good. And it's so funny because there's a QB I'm going to put in this tier too. Two QBs I'm going to put in this tier that had similar stats from this season. And one of them, they're like, oh yeah, he's better than CJ Stroud. And I'll just put him on this list. I think Jaden Daniels is already one of the best QBs in the league. And I think he is better than CJ Stroud. I don't think that's a hot take. But somebody I'm going to put on the same tier with him, bear with me when I say this, but Caleb Williams is already better than CJ Stroud. He put up similar stats. He had, in my opinion, less weapons. I know, he doesn't have Diggs and fucking, God damn it, who's that other guy? Collins. He doesn't have fucking Diggs and Collins, my God. Like, he has so mmany receivers. CJ Stroud has so many receivers. And I know Moore is good, but Moore is kind of overrated. And I think Keenan Allen's fucking washed. And then what's after that? Rome Odunze, who was good last year, don't get me wrong, but people act like Caleb Williams had, like, McMillan and shit. Look at Caleb's stats. Look how good Caleb was if you actually watched the games. He was so good. He was held back by a shitty coach at the beginning of the season and Walden at offensive coordinator. If you do not know, Walden did not watch game film with Caleb. So, there's that. I love Russell Wilson. I really do like Russell Wilson a lot. I think he's bad. I think he maybe is poop from a butt. I'd put him over Brock. Should I put Brock over Dak, and I'd put him over Dak? There we go. And I'd put him over Brock still. He's almost poop from a butt, but nah, he's just bad. Well, the day has finally fucking came. Aaron Rodgers is poop from a butt. Aaron Rodgers should not be starting in the NFL anymore. I think if you're a NFL team and you're looking for a QB, do not have... I mean, he's better than Gardner Minshew. But Aaron Rodgers is washed. Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers that was on the Packers all those fucking years. Like, he's just not the same guy. I'm sorry, as somebody who had to watch my Bears basically lose to him twice a year, he's not the same fucking guy. And it's not like the Jets should be a team that is winning at least 9 games behind Aaron Rodgers. If this was still, this Aaron Rodgers. If it was still this Aaron Rodgers. Like, Aaron Rodgers of the past would be fighting with Patrick Mahomes as the best QB in the league. Not current day Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry. He's not even good enough to be in this tier or this tier. I think he's pretty fucking bad. Next, we got our boy, Kirk Cousins. He is terrible. I kind of want to put him in hospital tier, but, I feel more bad for, Tua than him. He's pretty terrible. I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers or Gardner Minshew. I'll put Aaron Rodgers above Gardner, but, yeah. Poop from a butt. Now we got Derek Carr. Derek Carr is also poop from a butt. Derek Carr has been pretty bad. He has 2 good games this season where you're like, maybe he's in his old form, his old MVP candidate form, and it's like, nah, ever since the injuries, man, he's just never been the same QB. He'll show flashes every now and again, but yeah. Oh my God, I'm looking at the QBs remaining. Holy shit. I'm gonna get Jalen Hurts done with. I'm gonna put him in borderline elite. He's so close. The thing is I get the arguments, and he's not the focal point of his offense. Everybody else in this tier is. In his tier and in the tier above, they are the focal point of their offense. Geno's the focal point, but they should have a run game maybe. That run game was the focal point of that Lions offense, and also he had fucking Amon-Ra and the best tight end one of the best tight ends in the league. So yeah, and not to say that that he doesn't have weapons for days. But I think he's better than Daniels. And yes, I am putting Daniels above Caleb Williams for now. Next, we got... I thought he was here last year. I'm going to put him in bad. I think he sucks. I'd put him above, I'll put him in between Brock and... Nah, I don't know. Dak's pretty bad, though. I don't think he's poop from a butt quite. Next, we got Richardson, poop from a butt. Probably at the very bottom of poop from a butt tier. That guy sucks. Poop from a butt. Poop from a butt. Poop from a butt. You know what? I'm going to change this tier a bit. Aaron Rodgers isn't really that bad. I'm going to put him in just bad. I'd put him below Dak still. This is going to be a bit controversial. I think Sam Darnold The thing is everybody's talking about Sam Darnold, but it's like people aren't remembering the fact that he was good until the last 2 games. And he still sucks. He's still not the best QB. But I'd rather have him over everybody in bad tier, and he's no longer can be a potential man. He's bottom of game manager / solid starter. And we go to Baker Mayfield. And here's the thing is, like, he's in his own fucking tier, and I'm gonna put him in his own fucking tier. Baker. He's just in his own tier. He's in his own fucking land. I'm gonna assign him the color pink. I don't know, like, he feels like he should be just a game manager, but then he, like, will look like an elite QB randomly. But I don't feel comfortable putting him over all these guys, if that makes sense. I don't know. He was like... Thing about Jayden Daniels feels pretty fucking lucky. And I'm going to do something maybe controversial. I'm going to put CJ Stroud in game manager. I think he's worse than Goff, honestly. Yeah, I'll put Baker at the bottom of borderline elite. I did not expect to put Baker this highly. So I think he's better than all these guys, and I don't think he's quite a game manager. The issue with the thing about Caleb is I'm basing it off of last year. His interception to touchdown ratio is insane. His he still like didn't put up as good a stats as Jayden Daniels, but in a worse situation, still managed to put up a pretty decent rookie year. And I swear to God, if we had like social media when Peyton Manning first fucking played in the NFL, people would be like, should have went with someone else, or like maybe like, I mean, social media did exist, but I remember people were really hyping up RG3, and yes, he got injured, but like Caleb Williams feels like Andrew Luck. He feels like Andrew Luck, where it's like, anyone who actually watched the games knows he's the better QB than Jayden Daniels. And you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care if you dislike the video because of this. He's better than Jayden Daniels. He is better than Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is going to be one of those QBs that is going to be pretty fucking good and whatnot. But I don't know. I think Caleb Williams is better than Jayden Daniels. I think he had a better season. I think Jayden Daniels is one of the luckiest goddamn players. He reminds me of Russell Wilson during his rookie year. How lucky Russell Wilson was in those games, and people were hyping him up like he was one of the most elite QBs in the league. I don't know. It's just funny. It's just funny. I think out of everybody on the elite tier, the person who I'm most willing to bring down is probably Herbert. But Herbert, I'm not going to put him in just borderline elite or game manager just because of one bad playoff game. And like how I'm not going to put Hurts in elite just because of a great Super Bowl and a great postseason. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, he's like Russell Wilson with that Legion of Boom team. It's just like, yeah, he's pretty good. I trust the football in his hands. He puts on some pretty fucking good drives, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. I guess I'm done talking.
You unload them.
I'm working on it.
Go do it.
I am doing it. I'm sorry.
Get in the hair and do it. I'll be up all night with you if I have to. You won't get any sleep for that stuff.
I'm working on it.
Get in there and start.
I'm working on it.